Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college is his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Carr. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here. The opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Carr. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And Sammy Watkins is in his 8th NFL season. Spent the last 3 in Kansas City and won a Super Bowl there. Really excited about the opportunity to bond with quarterback Lamar Jackson. Makes a nice catch there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 67 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Trying to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Carr to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, the return is Prochet. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That escapes the sand. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Max Crosby Drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
In recent years, pass rush has been a problem for the Raiders. Just 21 sacks in 2020. That ranked 29th in the NFL.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not make it. They stop it short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, but I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You could have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
Difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Carr going to leave this for Drake on the draw. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Carr. His throw incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's at the 50, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 95 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. So from back deep, deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the...
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And his fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now here come the Raiders. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. The score after one on EA Sports. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. In trouble, the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Come on now. Let's do it.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On second down now, it's Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Out comes the Ravens defense now as they get ready for the next possession. And of these highlights that we show here, I think the big thing to put an asterisk next to, 3 fumbles.
Swarming, swooping, making it happen, knocking the ball free. So many teams work on it, but you don't see it work quite as well as we're seeing here in this game. And they mix in taking one out of the air a little bit too. This team is swarming like crazy and making big plays.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On first down, Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. The catch and run good for 24 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. On play action, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. They go play action now. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top.
And look at this, another fake. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Ravens are going to have a first down.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
Second down and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 39 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker now for the extra point. They pitch to the tight end. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Trying to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, and he'll go underneath here to Drake. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Carr now on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period, and that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game, and could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Looking again for Waller. He's got him again. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where you see the final score there. Phillip Lindsay, a touchdown run in the victory.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Change it. Check 50, check 50. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. What are ready? Ready, shot. Check 52. Middle.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Oliver, 52 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Well, so much for a little 5-yard pass play to your tight end. They made him a deep ball threat there, and it worked out.
Times have changed, haven't they? Those used to be plays that we would clip and save because you didn't see it very often. Big tight end, deep downfield catching a pass. Now it's almost standard. That's a big part of everyone's offense. Get it to those guys because they're not just tight.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that really symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Following the fumble recovery, Jackson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set for a defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
Offside defense.
You gotta be kidding me.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Card out a throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And this doesn't quite work out as well as planned. They'll forfeit a few yards as he's tackled just past the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And the Raiders have got him. Yannick Ngakoue. His second sack of the night. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And he fends him off. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Morgan to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And a throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Malik Harrison able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. But now it'll be third down. Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and, frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Jackson on first down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They give him a gain of 38.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. They shakes him off. Shedding the tackle. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. They pass up the three, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Crochet on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop. And just
and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's brought down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.